Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Last Week in Esports. I'm your host, Trainer Jared TV, and I'm tired. Just a heads up, I'm tired. Just flew back from Germany. Gonna get this video out. I'm sorry, it's a day late. Okay, it's here. Okay, recorded. Had to watch it. Went to Germany for the Rocket League World Championship. It was amazing. We got plenty of stuff to catch up on. The Rocket League World Championship, obviously, Valorant, League of Legends. Without further ado, let's dive right into it.
Baker, what was that?
Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions!
This is Rocket League!
Nothing could have prepared me for the French that showed up. Carmine Corps, Vitality, their fans were amazing and had changed the experience. Dusseldorf was amazing, but I think it's even better when you acknowledge that Team Vitality shit on everybody and won the World Championship in possibly the most dominant fashion we've ever seen. They swept the grand finals against most definitely the number 2 team in the world and have done so in just exquisite fashion. They have won the last 5 events. Okay, they had the perfect split. They won the major, and then they went in and won Worlds. Again, Zen is him. You people with your haters, I'm tired of it. Zen's him. We have to at least give them credit, though. Redosin played so well. I think he played probably his best series ever in this event, in probably the last 2, honestly. The grand finals and the semi. He played so well. And then Alpha, of course, doing everything he can. Mechanical God. He's played so solid. And obviously, big shout out to Farah. GOAT coach. Sorry, Sathu. Farah's number 1 for me now. Vitality are them. And you got to give them so much respect. I'm so proud of them. Pulled for Vitality all weekend. Predicted them to win. It was amazing to be there and watch it happen live. And they're not done yet. They have Gamers 8 in like 2 weeks. So I'm sure they're going to go farm a few more $1 million there. Valorant Champions is happening, and man, are we excited. We have some phenomenal teams, obviously already making it through. Let's dive into that. We had our group stage, and as expected, I think most of the teams that were going to make it through made it through. We had PRX, EG, Loud, DRX, Fnatic, obviously, made it through and really dominated. Unfortunately, though, in the same vein, NRG didn't make it. So, interesting group stage, but it's time for playoffs. We have group stage being done, as I already said. We have playoffs starting, I think, tomorrow. So, look forward to that. And this is going to be, I think, possibly one of the best produced events we see all year. It feels like everything Valorant is really doing, they've taken notes from Riot Games, obviously, but they are really putting in a lot of effort all across the board. Very much appreciated. In esports, productions is a very big deal, and Valorant's becoming sort of that game that is understandable and liked by most everyone. So seeing them do it well is huge. So that's group stage being done. Playoffs starting soon. Keep an eye out for that. It's going to be amazing. I think the first match we see is going to be like Fnatic versus Loud. So 2 very devout fan bases going head to head. So we'll see what happens. As we get closer and closer to Worlds, that means the summer finals are starting to wrap up. And let's look no further than the LPL. That's some really great games. I think everyone expected Gen.G to make it out. They did. Weibo is also qualified. Fantastic from all of them. And I believe that is wrapped up the LPL region. I think everyone from those regions has already qualified. So we have JDG, Bilibili, Weibo, and Gen.G. So those 4 teams have already qualified. They're seeded into the Swiss stage for Worlds. Next to that, though, we have the LCK. And some of the best games I have watched, at least for content-wise, maybe not quality-wise. But we have T1 with the return of Faker. KT Rolster chose to face T1. And then T1 beat them 3-2. A phenomenal best-of-5 series. One that people should go back and watch. I mean, really some fantastic team fighting. And I liked the comps. I think it was a great series overall. Follow up that though, T1 did lose 2-3 to Gen.G, so Gen.G is already qualified into the grand finals, and now we have a rematch, KT versus T1 into the lower bracket finals. Winner of that will play Gen.G. We have that coming up this week, so keep an eye out for that. And we can't talk about League without talking about the LCS and my boys from Cloud9. Obviously not repping their colors this week, but Cloud9 is doing what Cloud9 does. They have swept both their opponents so far and are resting comfortably in the grand finals. They are waiting the winner of the NRG Team Liquid series, which I don't think it matters. C9's beating both of them. But I think I'm probably going to favor TL on that one. Just trust me. TL's taking that one 3-1. So those are wrapping up. LEC should finally be happening soon. I don't know who's scheduled that, but LEC is trolling with their scheduling, and their region finals should be happening soon. This week, I'm going to cook just a little bit, just something really small for y'all here. And I want to talk about the growth of Rocket League. I'm a very big Rocket League fan. I do probably go into a lot of details in these last week in esports because I'm most knowledgeable about it. But there has been this conversation about tier 1 and tier 2 esports for a long time. And to me, it's very clear who's tier 1 and who's tier 2. And this is where I want to say, it's not a dig to be tier 2. Okay, tier 2 just means you're not pulling the 1.5 million viewers, where your prize pool might be a little bit smaller, where your production is just not as good. There's a lot of things that are added into that whole discussion, but the big one is viewer base. Okay, if Rocket League reaches its peak as it did last week with like almost 500,000 viewers, that's its peak. Okay, that's 500,000 viewers. League of Legends pulls 3 times that. And viewership's a big part of the conversation because you get sponsors, right? You get ads. There's people who want that. They need to make money, and they make a lot. I digress. Rocket League's tier 2. There's no conversation on that. But I do want to give them a huge shout out for the masterclass that they put on at Worlds this week. It was a phenomenally beautiful event. Everything has been so much better than it has in the past. Every bit of production, from just the graphics and the teams and the introductions and those small things that really add up, to the bits they planned, to the actual, it's masterclass. They did a phenomenal job, and they deserve to get some respect for it. Tier 2 is not a dig. Okay? Rocket League could very well be on its way to a tier 1. But regardless of that conversation, Rocket League and Psyonix and Epic Games did a phenomenal job this week. I'm very proud of them. Very proud to be a Rocket League fan after watching that. It can't be a top 5 without Rocket League Worlds and Valorant Champions. So let's dive right into it.
Smoggy up top is going to put it into a 1v2. And this is the man you'd want in that scenario, but both players up above. A flash ready, dodges it! What? True!
And here it is again, back into the hands of Vatira. These guys, every kickoff gone their way. Vatira again! Electric goal from Vatira on the kickoff!
Back to back, leaving Carpe and Munchkin in such an uphill battle, but they take the first step, the second!
No way!
Carpe out of his mind with 20 seconds though. Look how close! Oh, Carpe! He's refusing to lose, holding on so desperately. They found out a captain. He's taken one. Carpe is doing everything. One more to find. He needs an ace, or it's nothing. Plant goes in, but Moj moves closer. Oh, Carpe!
Can you believe it?
What a time to come alive for T1.
Tiro ran it right way. Here's Ben up high. Takes it up. Zen across. Oh! Call him Mr. Physics. He bends reality to his will. And closer. Team Vitality. They have done it. The best Rocket League team in the world. And your world champion.
Thanks everybody for watching. As I said, sorry this one's going to come out a day late, traveling back from Germany. But there's a ton of stuff coming up that you should all be ready for. We have the LAC regional finals in the league. We have other regional finals wrapping up this week. Really big deal. A lot of Worlds implications here, so make sure to check those out. We have Valorant Champions, okay? Playoffs are starting. It's time to sit down and watch some of the best Valorant teams compete. Besides that, we have CSGO. They're actually going to be having a Gamers 8 tournament this weekend. So this week, keep an eye out on it. Should be decent. I'm not sure of all the teams that are invited, so don't quote me on anything, but should be some great CS. And finally, we have the Rocket League Women's Carball Championship, World Championship, this weekend. I'll be in it. I'm coaching one of the teams, Bronze Baddies, so any support would be appreciated. But yeah, I think that's everything coming this week. So with that, have a good one, and GG's.